everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick eyebrow tutorial. This is how I usually do it while I'm at home, whenever I'm going out, just a normal routine. I'm going to be showing you guys the way that I do it while I do not have an eyebrow pencil or an eyebrow filler. So what I usually use is just my eyeshadow, concealer, and a brush. Alright, so let's get to it. So here's exactly what I use. I usually just go into my James Charles palette, my James Charles Morphe palette, or any palette that has a dark brown. This is the dark brown that I usually use. This one right here. I go in there, and I already moisturized my face because I'm going to be doing a tutorial like right after this because I have other things to film, but I just wanted to do a quick eyebrow tutorial to show you guys how I usually do it. Alright, so I put eyeshadow on the brush. This is the kind of brush that I normally use right here. Alright, get that thing focused. This is the kind of brush that I normally use. It is also a Morphe brush, but I don't have the number on it because it came in a case, like its own pack with other brushes. Okay, so I'm going to take my mirror, and here's what I'm going to do. So my eyebrows are naturally really thin. Sorry, I screwed up a little bit. They're kind of thin, so they have their own shape, but they're not the same shape. They look pretty bad. And also, please don't mind my edges. I did not do my hair, but yeah. So they're naturally thin, and they both go different ways. Whatever. This one is a lot shorter than this one, but yeah. So here's what I normally do. All right. So I take the eyeshadow. Let me zoom in for you guys, and then I just fill it in. I fill it into the natural shape, into the shape of my natural brow, which you can kind of see that it's difficult because the other one isn't the same. So, alright, so I just try to make them match each other as best as I can, and remember, if you're trying this, it doesn't have to be perfect because eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Alright, so I just had to make sure these go well. Alright, so it's filled in. I don't like to go too dark, but considering I'm doing a full face for on camera, I figured I have to fill it in just a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some more brown eyeshadow so that I can do the other eye. Alright. Some more shadow on the brush. Right, focus. There we go. Alright. So I'm just going to fill this in. So I have to raise my eyebrow a little bit because this one does not have an arch at all. So I have to raise it so I could find that natural arch. Alright. Now I know there's a lot of people that already use eyeshadow in their brows, and it's really helpful. I actually don't even remember the last time I bought an eyeshadow, an eyebrow brush, an eyebrow pencil, or anything, because since I started just using the brown eyeshadow, it's been really helpful. But honestly, nothing can beat a brow pencil, honestly. You need to have a brow pencil and a brow filler. Something that's made for brows, because sometimes the dark brown eyeshadow can be a bit harsh. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, this one is a little bit more thicker than the other one, but alright. That can easily be fixed up. I go over with my finger a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much. Okay. So now, I'm going to grab some concealer. I'm going to go in with this LA Girl Cosmetics Pro Conceal in the shade Cool Tan. Well, Cool Tan. That might be a little bright. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe a medium beige. I'll do medium beige for today. Actually, no. I'm going to do Cool Tan. Okay. It's really light, but I just need it to go under the brow. It's not going to go all over my whole face. Alright. So, I'm using just the brush. Just the concealer. I'm not going to grab a brush or anything for this. So, I'm just going to use the brush that's already on it. And go right under it. So, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you stay directly under your natural hair, is directly under where you drew on or filled in. You don't want it to be exactly on your hairs, but at least under the natural shape that you want. So it can touch the hairs, but just make sure it doesn't overlap all of the hairs. So we're right under the line. Straighten it out. Clean it up. Alright, so just like fan it out a little bit, blend it downwards. Yeah, so make sure you blend it downwards, outwards. Just make sure you don't blend it upward. Making it as flat as possible. I don't want any lumps of like extra concealer just sitting there. Alright, so after you've done that, you grab your blending brush or any brush that you usually use to blend out concealer. I use my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. This is one that I normally use for under here. I'm just going to blend that out. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Because I mean, after I'm done with this and I get started to do the rest of my face, it won't really matter how flat I do it because I'm still going to add another concealer on top of here for when I'm getting ready to put eyeshadow on. So it could be like a base for my eyeshadow. But I usually use the LA Girl Pro Conceal because it works pretty good. As you can see, it's under there. There we go. And now I'm going to go to the other side. Alright. Squeeze out just a little bit, not too much. Actually, that was a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and go under the brow. Now remember, like I said before, make sure you go directly under the line, under the natural brow, under the natural line that you drew. And make sure you don't overlap the hairs over there. Try not to get too high up to where you actually accidentally go up here and then you have to redraw another line, or it gets thinner and thinner and thinner until it's gone. And you don't want that. So, I mean, I don't know if you want that, but I don't want that. Alright. So I'm going to go under. Alright, just a little bit, a little bit. So the way I drew this one, because there wasn't really much natural hair under there, I had to actually go over what I filled because there was still some eyeshadow under here that didn't really work. So I just went over it just a little bit and then I straightened it out. Okay. You have to be real careful. So like the brush on the LA Girl Pro Concealer is actually very convenient because it helps, especially for those of you who don't want to have to go out and look for brushes and clean out your brushes. But you're fine either way. It's still the same method, still the same way. It's just different tools. And just a little bit more under here. I have to add just a little bit more because that one is really thin. Alright, so I'm trying to go up little by little without going too high up. There we go. Alright, you guys, so I am back. I had already blended out the bottom here. Sorry, I'm tongue twisted right now. I blended this out already with this same brush, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up the top just a little bit. Now, normally, I usually just do that after I apply like foundation and stuff, but since this is an eyebrow tutorial, I might as well just do that now. Alright, so I'm going to go in with a different shade. I'm not going to go with the same concealer because I don't want it to be too bright. Alright, so I'm going to go in with... I'm going to go in with what I use for foundation. So here's what I do for foundation. I use my Fenty Beauty foundation and I mix it with my concealer because I need to get my exact shade, and honestly I couldn't find it, so I actually have to mix foundations to find it to find my right shade. So I'm going to get a little bit of the foundation and the concealer, I'm going to mix them together, and they're going to go on top of my brows. But not too much though, I don't really need too much right now. Just for the purpose of this video, I really don't need too much. Alright, put them together. And I'm gonna mix them now. I'm gonna use this flat brush here from Morphe. This is from Morphe. This is no number. It was in the same pack as the other one. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright. So I'm getting the foundation and concealer together. And this is the shade that I got. Okay. Focus. This is the shade that I got. Alright. So here's what I'm gonna do now. Let me back up a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go on top. I'm going to match the shape, but I'm not going to go too low. You guys do not want to go too low because you do not want to make your eyebrow look extremely skinny. Alright? So sorry, guys. Okay. So I'm using this mirror. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go on top. So like I'm gonna follow the shape. And I'm still making it as flat as possible. I don't want to put way too much concealer on the brow. I'm sorry guys, I can't talk too much here because I know that if I talk too much, I'm gonna start shaking and then they're gonna mess up. Alright, so here we go. That's how that is. So I'm gonna spread that out a bit. Spread, 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 spread. Spread that out as flat as I can. Then I'm gonna go in with that same brush and flatten that out. I mean, blend it out. Sorry. I'm gonna blend. Blend, 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 blend. A little bit on top of there. Because I hate square brows. Okay, I don't want my brow to be square. Alright, so I'm going here. I'm gonna go a little bit under here too because I want the blending to go seamlessly. Even though they're two different colors, you can blend them in together. Alright. I'm gonna blend on top here too because I want the front of my eyebrow to look a little more faded than it is. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the other brow. Alright, so I have my concealer, my foundation and concealer still on this side of the brush. Alright, so I'm gonna look into the viewfinder here because I don't want to look down and then you guys won't see what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm gonna go, I have to lift my eyebrow a little bit. Ooh. Y'all done messed up. Okay, nope, I'm using a mirror. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I can't. So I'm gonna go over. Alright, and I'm gonna like go under here too because I don't need that extra long tail. Okay, going back with this brush right here, and I'm going to blend that out. Alright, so guys, this is how I usually do my eyebrows for when I'm getting prepared to do a makeup look. Now, normally, if I'm doing my eyebrows and I'm doing it just only to do my eyebrows, which I don't usually do. I usually go for a different look. So I usually go a lot lighter, a little bit thinner than this, and I also go for a different concealer shade because on camera it looks like it might go well, but this is a lot lighter in person. So I need to get like a darker concealer shade, and I need it to match up here too, so I just go probably with just the foundation so that it can go evenly into my skin. But so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like it and subscribe to my channel, and tune in every Monday for Makeup Monday. That is what I'm going to be doing now. Makeup Mondays every Monday. I can't do it every day because obviously I have too much to do. It's crazy. We're on quarantine and I still have too much to do. So yeah, I'm going to be doing Monday makeup. What the hell is wrong with me? Makeup Mondays. Alright, so make sure you guys tune in every Monday if you enjoy makeup.